thanks for joining us once again on this episode of the Daily Trend on Info 2, a program that always brings to your doorstep of daily issues. Today's program is going to be very interesting. Did you ever know that the greater percentage of child mortality is based on poor sanitation? Did you ever know that each one of us bleach one way or the other? Today I have here with me my co-host will be sharing us their research and their knowledge. I have here with me Mr.
Elvis
and
Anto Edward Jr.
We're going for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. First, we're talking about sanitation. Mr. Elvis, when you talk about sanitation, what does it entail?
When someone is talking about sanitation, it means when you're keeping your environment clean, making sure that everything you do around you is clean. So that's the main meaning of sanitation.
Mr. Edward.
Okay, when we talk about sanitation, it's actually the policy and then the practice of maintaining a healthy environment and a healthy body. And sanitation itself comes with two things altogether: personal hygiene and environmental sanitation. So it's actually that's the case.
So are you saying that sanitation and personal hygiene is the same thing?
Not necessarily that. Sanitation is not the same as personal hygiene, but under sanitation you can find personal hygiene and environmental how do you even put it? But we can actually have probably environmental sanitation. We have personal hygiene. Sure.
Okay, when you're talking about personal hygiene, it has to do with what you do personally in your closet, how you take care of your closets, what other people don't see. That's personal hygiene. How you go extra miles to make sure you take care of your nails, take care of your toilets and everything around you inside your bedroom.
Okay, and it's a personal practice that you do to keep yourself clean, like bathing, brushing your teeth.
Exactly.
When you're talking about sanitation, talk about maybe drainage systems, how to take care of your waste, how to manage your waste. I hope you get it.
Exactly. And then you see, when it's personal hygiene too, there are some things that I think we need to actually take into consideration. You see, it's one of the things that actually causes you to, or exposes you to some illnesses if you don't really take care of yourself. Because you have something like body odor. We are supposed to actually care about all these things. We have some people who, and trust me, some people don't know that they have body odor. And it's very bad. One of the things that actually makes people not even have certain opportunities, because you meet somebody, the person is smelling, the person is not, excuse me with the word smelling, but the person doesn't actually have good, the person has a body odor. And these are the things that you have to look at. Clean shaving your armpit and your pubic hairs and like your pubic area, all these parts need to be clean all the time. And then looking at hand washing, to visiting the washroom, coming back, all these things need to. But sometimes people have these excuses that because there is no flow of water, so they wouldn't wash their hands. That's how come we have sanitizers. We need to actually sanitize our hands, even if there is no flow of water with detergent or probably soap.
Now talking about when some people give excuses about they not having some things, that's why they are not doing it.
Sure.
To me, it's laziness, and sometimes procrastination. You know that some people, they have mouth odor, as you said, body odor, mouth odor. So if they are talking to you, can't even last in a conversation with them because they have mouth odor and stuff like that. Exactly. So if you don't want that to, you don't want a public disgrace, as I will put it, a public disgrace. So you have to at least embark on a personal hygiene.
Exactly.
Now, personal hygiene, if you don't want to have a mouth odor, you have to, in the morning, brush your teeth.
Exactly.
In the evening, before you go to bed, brush your teeth. And after every meal, at least rinse your mouth with water. So that if you do those things, those little things, it will save you a lot of stress later.
Exactly.
Okay, Mr. Edward, what's the impact of sanitation, either positive or good, on our environment?
Okay, well, the impact, if we clean our environment very well, there will be a very clean and safe ambient air for us.
Yes.
Because we wouldn't actually have we have any case of maybe, especially fumes from cars or people actually smoking, all those things. If we kept all these things, we are just going to have a safe earth to breathe. We didn't have cases of lung cancer and all these things. It's going to actually help us, and then it will reduce the cases of illnesses in our various.
Did you ever know that World Health Organization has a development guideline handbook that is meant for national and local authorities to go through it and then help us, educate us and help us with our environment?
Yeah.
But it seems nothing as such is happening.
No, for example, in Nigeria, for example, on every first Saturday of every month, there's environmental sanitation. You don't go to work from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. From 12 p.m. you cannot go to work and do whatever you want to do. Now, what do we do during environmental sanitation? We go to the street, clean the gutters. So if there is less blocked drainage,
sure,
there will be less malaria, less mosquito in our area, and there will be less cholera, because cholera kills a lot.
Exactly.
If you do your research,
killing disease.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. So if we do that, if we keep our environment clean, we actually observe what the government says we should do. Every Saturday, come out, every first Saturday of the month, come out and clean your environment. If we do it, even the bushes around us, if we clear them, make sure the environment is clean. All these diseases, all this sickness, we save ourselves a lot of money, spending money, unnecessary money and everything.
It's really true.
Yeah, thank you.
And this handbook give them a comprehensive understanding of how they should give us a range of these mechanisms that we can use to also take care of the environment. Yeah. But as you said, in Nigeria, meaning they are really trying their best.
Exactly.
But what about the other countries? Because when we look at worldwide, it seems death is really killing people.
Exactly.
People are really dying because of death.
And I will say again, we don't just have to leave the work for government alone.
Sure.
In a place in Nigeria called Warri, is a state in Nigeria. There is a popular artist. His name is Akbororo. He's a comedian and he's a singer too. He embarked on the campaign, keep Warri clean. Even though the government will not do it by themselves, we owe our society, we owe our environment some obligations. So he said it, keep our environment clean, keep Warri clean. And every Saturday, not every first Saturday of the month now, every Saturday he goes out and he comes out with his friend. You know, he has fans. Okay. So if he's out, his fans want to come out and do the same thing. Okay. So doing that every time makes the environment clean. If you go to Warri currently, Warri is very fine because of those just keep your environment clean.
I really share on your idea because someone who is able to keep the environment clean definitely will also keep the body clean.
Exactly.
So it's not like I'm keeping my environment clean, but my body is dirty.
But we have cases like that too.
Oh, seriously?
Sure, we have cases like that.
We've got eye service.
Because they feel like it's like something like it's something compulsory, and then they feel like that's what has been proposed. Yeah. Society is actually doing it, so let me follow the crowd. Yeah. You get it? But they will just leave their homes and clean, and then they will just come and clean at least just to follow the order of the day.
So just really to impress people.
Exactly.
That the person is also happy.
And then with what Elvis said, that one musician, this and that, sure. It happens that way, but few of them actually put them into practice. You say leadership by what? Example. You have to actually, the moment you propose something on board, you have to start doing it to encourage and motivate people or even mobilize people to doing it. But the moment you use that as a song, you act a movie and all these things, actresses and actors, they will just propagate it, not really putting it into practice. Do you expect your fans to equally do the same? The fact they see you as a public figure, you're going to use that as even an opportunity. Even the moment they see you do it, it will even encourage them to even come close and then probably do something. So celebrities out there, and yes, we want to keep our environments clean. Sanitation, one thing that we actually want everyone to observe in his or environment. So if you propagate it through your activities, your performances, do all to equally start doing it to encourage people to actually do the same.
But you know, as you said, people actually come out to do it for their fans to know them that, oh, this my mentor, this my fan is really hardworking, is really into keeping the environment clean. Yeah. But the person is not actually into it.
Yeah.
Just because of the fans or because of people
now,
out there.
A colonel in the US Army said something in one of his interviews. He said, for you to know you are responsible, you have to start with you. When you wake up from your bed in the morning, do you arrange it before you go out? So that will give you a sense of responsibility. When you wake up in the morning, when you slept on, the bed you slept on, you arrange your bed before going out to do other things.
It's true.
Now, see, you find out that some people, when after using the toilet, they don't flush it.
It's true.
That's
very bad. You know something? And
they don't flush it.
You know something? That's very bad. When it happens that way, people actually have because they don't keep the environment clean, they actually attract they get infected several illnesses, and then they tend to self-medicate.
Yeah, it's true. Please, viewers, as you are keeping environments clean, make sure that you also keep your body clean. Not just you're doing to impress, okay? Now you're going for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Now I move on to self-medication. People normally medicate themselves because they think they have an idea about how to cure their illness or how to cure their sicknesses without going to a professional medical doctor for directions. How do you think?
Okay, self-medication is usually it takes place when someone's usually people see it to be that my sickness or my illness or something like that, something is a small or a common health problem. So let me just go to the counter and get something small to treat my medicine. And they have reasons to actually self-medicate. People think that it's a waste of time. Consulting a doctor is very expensive.
Oh, seriously?
And it's a waste of time because they feel that their schedule is very tight. And it's true, specifically in Ghana, to go to a hospital, trust me, is who you know. Wow. If you don't know anybody there and then you go probably like 6 a.m. and then you expect to come back probably in an hour's time, you will come back in probably 3 hours' time. Because if you see somebody who is actually coming to the hospital around 12 and then you came around 7 a.m. and 12 in the noon, the person will come and pass by, go and see the doctor, get served, and then the person will leave.
You're trying to tell me that because of protocol issue, you decide to medicate yourself?
Not just that.
That's what people do.
Oh, because of protocol issues,
sure.
Your time will be delayed.
And so
the time is more important than your health.
As you said, who you know when you get there. So some people do self-medication because they don't have the funds, they don't have the money. Now, because as you said in Ghana, it is quite expensive for you to ever see the doctor. You have to stay there for some hours. In Nigeria, before you see the doctor, it is, as he said, it is who you know. Now, if you don't have the money, probably after you see the doctor, they'll give you a list of things to get, a list of drugs to get. Now, if you don't have the money, how are you going to get the drugs? Now, this is what push many people to do self-medication. Just go and get something that is cheap in the street and take it and you'll be fine. And if you watch, most of the times it works for them. That's why they keep doing it.
And to add up to what Elvis said, it's easy to purchase over the counter because most of them, they don't really have the means. So something small, and then they say, they will usually think it's their health problems. It's something common or something small that they can. Probably you have a slight headache. Let me go to the counter and probably get paracetamol. Thank you very much. Panadol to treat myself.
But you know that personally, me for instance, I had let's say a little orientation on how to sell these drugs on the in pharmacies. So can I say that because of my little experience with that, I have the capacity of medicating myself because I had a little orientation?
Or go to the street and start selling drugs?
Yes.
No, to me, you have to be arrested and jailed for that. Because you need to, people that does these things, in Nigeria, in the university sector, you go to school for 6 years in pharmacy. If you want to study pharmacy, you go to school for 6 years. After 6 years, you go to another school, pharmacy school, for a year or something like that, before you can be certified as a pharmacist. Now, if you just learned it for 6 months and some days, and you now said that's not a yardstick for you to go to the street and start selling drugs or doing self-medication, that is wrong.
But Mr. Elvis, I have a problem there.
Okay.
I have a special case that anytime I go to the hospital, the drugs they give me, it doesn't really work. Sometimes they'll tell me to come for yes, maybe a week later. I go there and still it remains the same. But I met a friend who introduced me to a drug. The drug really works. But when I go to hospital, I don't really get those drugs. So if I have it at my disposal, can't I medicate myself?
No, you need to meet a doctor. So the doctor will tell you what to take. If you have to take two tablets in the morning, 2 tablets in the evening, or 2 tablets in the afternoon, probably you're going to take 3 tablets. And that's overdose. And you kill yourself.
That's when the
person I met gave me the dosage.
Okay, for all you know, the person is also not a professional physician. And so if that's when the incorrect dosage comes in. And then you eventually end up not experiencing you have your problem or your health problem being in adverse reaction or something like that. Or
you just aggravate it.
Thank you very much.
Seriously.
And you find out that many people in the world die due to overdose.
But I've met a lot of people who also sell drugs in these bags, walking around on the streets.
Those streets medicators.
Nothing will be done to them.
Okay.
Are there any rules governing it? Our Food and Drugs Board authorities.
That is a question to ask, actually. With the street medication, I wouldn't really. It's all about education. Everything is all about education, because an educated man, a woman, or a student is not supposed to buy anything like medicine, any ointment, anything outside there. Because do you know the composition of it?
Yeah. Do you know the composition of it?
And
do you know people walk to cosmetic shops just to buy any cream or any lotion at all to put on their body?
You get it. And
at the end of the day, they end up changing their whole complexion. How do you feel about that? Because when I meet them, I said, really? This person I met, the person was even darker than me. But the person has become like a white lady.
Now, there are many things to consider before you criticize someone that is bleaching or is whitening his skin or doing something to his skin. Okay, you have to consider criticism. Okay, let's take a case study of Michael Jackson, a very popular artist, the king of pop before he died. Okay, we all know that he was black before he did some plastic surgery and stuff, and he transformed his skin. Now, why did he do so? In the music industry, then, not now. If you are not white, there's no way you will win all these big medals. So there's no way you can get it. So he thought about that. That's when he went to go. He went for
because of the honors that you get.
The honors you get now is popular. I must say now, the most popular person in the world after Jesus Christ and the rest is Michael Jackson, because even the newborn still knows about Michael Jackson.
Sure.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
Popularity, we'll give it to, yes. If he says he's
But have they actually thought of the bad implications?
Exactly. We have effects of all this bleaching and plastic surgery and all these things. You see, usually people who bleach, it's actually it tallies with those who actually have a whitish complexion. For those people, it's less. How do I even put it? But the adverse reaction is at least it's a bit less, and then physical appearance is less. But somebody who is like me, I'll go and then bleach, and then I will have skin discoloration. You get it? That you have bruises on your skin where you even touch it. It actually does not even spread. It's just, and you look very ugly. In my local dialect, we call it Nensuobe.
But most of the time people confuse skin whitening or bleaching with skin lightening. Skin lightening is when maybe I have pimples on my face. Okay. I have some scars. Maybe I'll get some creams to get rid of those blemishes. That one is skin lightening. When you talk of the skin whitening or bleaching, that's when you change totally your complexion.
Transformation.
You get it? But most people confuse it with skin lightening.
Now, talking about skin lightening and skin, as you've already explained, there's a big difference about it. Probably, as you said, you have acne or you have pimples, and when you treat your pimples, after the pimples is gone, there are actually spots on your face. So if you want to get rid of them, you want to blend the skin together. That's why you go for the other ones. But skin lightening, thank you so much. And if you are going for skin bleaching, that was you are transforming your skin. Probably as dark as Edward this. You want to transform to someone transform to a white man.
People who undergo this bleaching activity eventually end up smelling. They have a very, very some. It's not really good, sir. If you meet them and then you even see their veins. You could see like it's really something.
And you find that if you want to know, their knuckles,
skin cancers.
Their knuckles are always black. Their knuckles,
exactly.
Exactly.
That's what the skin discoloration actually comes in. You see their faces, especially their the dimple area, usually the chin and this part. Usually, it actually has some kind of you see, it eventually goes into black color, sort of black green, and in fact it's for me, I feel like it disidentifies you.
But as Mr. Edward said, people sometimes have black knuckles and co. But do you know that we all bleach in one way or the other? Because let's say since you were born and you never applied any cream, you wouldn't have this complexion.
And how would you okay in a way I don't really agree with that because in the womb we have several factors that actually contribute to having that particular color.
Your mother's
the moment you come out to experience environmental factors, okay, fine, if you are saying so, that means God bleached us. Yes, exactly, because when you come out, the air we are breathing, the sun, we also contribute to that. It's part. We are getting further with this because people deplete the ozone layer, and then the depletion of the ozone layer actually permits the sun ray to touching our skin, and that's when we someone who is even naturally fair, the person grows darker. And then, if care is not taken, you even experience skin cancer and all.
But you know that you are dark. You are a dark person. Abi, you agree to that?
Sure, I'm proud of that.
Yeah, I know you're proud of that. Now, when you check your hand, you see that their colors are not the same. Mm-hmm. It's because of the pomade we use. So let's say if you are not using any pomade, your complexion will be like
the same.
Yeah, the knuckles there.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
But I do know that. Let's say the way God created me. I don't know whether I should say people don't really like it or they want to enhance it. They maybe go for breast enhancements. Oh yeah, face lifting.
You get all this, and that reminds me, Seth. I think this whole I will enlarge my hips. I will enlarge my how would I say this, Seth? But then you will actually go and then they will enlarge your boobs, your hips, and then you change your face.
But they're not nice.
That's one in plastic surgery. That's cosmetic surgery, and then the cosmetic or aesthetic surgery.
Yeah.
These ones and then the plastic surgery. I think the viewers would want to know much about it. Let's clarify that.
Okay. So, in America, according to the Association of the Surgeons, in 2017 there was approximately 17.5 million plastic surgery. 2017 done in America. Yes, so you see that it is growing. It is growing rapidly. That in America, you know the way their society is, nobody will actually criticize if you do anything you want to do.
So sorry, does it mean that that percentage or that people doesn't mean that people are really getting fed up of the way God brought them up? God formed their body. Really,
I can't actually say that. I can't actually say that. It depends on them. At the Catholic Jenner,
because now it's really increasing.
He was a man, and he transformed himself to a woman. You see, it's their own personal stuff. I can't actually criticize anyone for doing what they want to do.
Oh, sure.
So it's their body. Some people go for breast surgery. The breast is too small. Probably you saw someone. You are like Nicki Minaj. You like Nicki Minaj because he has big so you want to go and make your own. You want to enlarge your own. You want to look like your the person you adore. So it's based on your personal decisions, and all these things they have implications. You have implications, and later it will turn out. You see, if you clearly read Michael Jackson's biography, he said everything when he was about to die and everything. So he went to doctor's house to take some drugs and everything. So
yeah, doctors actually even have problems with when they are operating them.
And you find out that if you get probably anybody that have gone for plastic surgery, if they're involved in a motor accident, it's very hard to stitch their skin because their skin is so soft. The doctor find it so hard to stitch their skin. So these are one of the several disadvantages of plastic surgery. And
you can go for a pointed nose.
No, I wouldn't try that to reshape my nose. Who does that? At least I'm okay, but I don't know. I also have it. probably people who usually undergo several cosmetic surgery, aesthetic surgery, and then plastic surgery, it seems they don't appreciate their body. Because I don't say, but usually I would recommend a plastic surgery for congenital defects.
Okay.
If probably we have maybe as a child who is actually having tissue damages, or that's one of the importance of plastic surgery. But then when there's nothing wrong with you look actually in contact, everything is working, and then you said, yes, I want to change my gender, I want to actually reshape my nose.
That's the absurd side of it.
You get, I want to actually augment my breasts and all these things. I don't see anything. Excuse me, for me, I wouldn't go for that.
But it's actually expensive.
Very expensive.
It's for those who actually have money that can go for this stuff.
If your pocket is good, you go in for that. But I would actually advise plastic surgery to do what it's supposed to do. Just as I've told you that it actually corrects congenital defects.
I stumbled on a documentary when
Mr. Alves, your last words, please.
Okay. Let me just quickly say this. I stumbled on a documentary which said that a doctor, like a woman came to an hospital with a child, 2 to 3 months old, and the baby was crying, and the doctor asked what was going on. And the woman said she mixed, after so much persuasion and everything, the woman said she mixed some creams together just to make the baby look fine and everything. So you can see that even the mothers are caused to all these things. They want to bleach their child. If your child came out with a black skin, black is beautiful. I don't know why people are doing it. So viewers, don't change your skin because you see other people doing it. Black is beautiful. You were made that way for a reason. Thank you.
Mr. Edward.
Okay, viewers, cherished viewers, to self-medicate is a slow killing strategy for you. So you don't go around self-medicating, doing self-medicating, or probably undergoing self-medication. And then those out there actually administering this street medication and other things. Trust me, if you are caught,
there should be jail.
Exactly, you're going to be arrested for that. And then those bleaching, Uncle Paul, Sister Paul, don't stop calling yourself. Don't actually make the whole thing look, very bad. Appreciate yourself. You are made the same way other people are also made. Those who are actually not undergoing this bleaching and plastic surgery out there. And then be very confident in yourself. Have a good day.
Those selling drugs on the streets, please, you are warned, okay? You also know that it's not only blacks who bleach, whites also bleach. Thanks so much for watching us today. I hope you really enjoyed today's program. I've really learned a lot, and I hope you also have such a confession to make. Really appreciate your presence today, and we hope that we meet next week. Please catch a repeat on Wednesdays, 8:15 a.m. and 4:15 p.m. Have a lovely day.